What's going on, everybody? It is Bailey there, back with another video. But before we get to that video, if you do enjoy Ultima Online Outlands content, be sure to please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and we all know that more engagement means more people get to see this content, which ultimately is going to help grow our Outlands community. And it's also going to keep you up to date on all my latest guides and all my build videos. But today's video is going to be player customization. You just got done at Shelter Island. You've created your first character. You've ventured into the new player dungeon. You've battled your way through the Mongbats and the rats. You've earned some gold. You've got your aspect. You've got a few codexes underneath your belt, and you've started gaining some tiers in your aspect level. And you're wondering, okay, what else can I do to help progress my character and or my account? What I want to do is break down a few of the Ultima Online Outlands customizations that I believe are incredibly important to get unlocked and utilized as soon as possible. So today we're going to cover the Strongbox customization, the Jack and Jill customization, society jobs and the importance of why you should be doing them, echoes and how they're extremely helpful, and finally the shelf loadout customization deed. So the first thing we're going to cover is the Strongbox customization deed. If you go to the help button on your paper doll and click customizations, you're going to scroll over until you see page 8, where you see Strongbox 1 and Strongbox 2. The Strongbox customization, what it does for you is it reduces the weight of gold and doubloons in your backpack by 25%. In order to unlock this, both 1 and 2, you need to acquire a Strongbox customization deed. A Strongbox customization deed is acquired through a couple different ways, but the first way I'm going to talk about is going to be through your societies and your society jobs. So if you've accrued some points through here, or if not, if you're working towards it, if you click one of them that you're getting points in, you click spend points, go to the last page on page 10, you're going to see Strongbox customization unlock deed. If you save up 500 points and purchase one of these, it's going to go to your bank. You go to your bank, put it in your pack. It should be blessed as soon as you buy it for at least 60 minutes. So if you purchase it, go grab it, recall back to your house. Then you'll go back to that customization spot and you'll unlock your first Strongbox deed. If you do that 2 times, it will ultimately reduce the amount that gold weighs in your backpack by about 50%, which means each farming run you go on, you're going to be able to carry a little bit more gold out, and you're going to be able to make a little bit more money a little bit quicker. The second way that you can get these Strongbox customization deeds is through the achievement points. If you didn't know about the achievements, you can click help, go to achievements, and it's going to bring up this gump here. You go over to spend points, scroll to page 11, and you're going to see Strongbox customization unlock deed. Once again, for 500 points, you can purchase a Strongbox customization unlock deed. It'll go to your bank. You go to your bank. It'll be blessed. You pull it out, go back to your house or whatever, go to that Strongbox customization deed unlock, double click the box. It'll consume that deed, and you will gain either your first or second Strongbox customization unlock. As a new player, this is something that you should definitely be working towards, because then ultimately, like I said before, it's going to allow you to carry out a little bit more gold, a little bit more, which means you get to spend a little bit more time in the dungeon farming, which obviously more time in the dungeon farming, more XP, more gold. It's a no-brainer. If you've done everything else to get your character prepared, this is one of the items that I believe that you should be working towards. The next upgrade, and my priority of upgrades when it comes to customizations, I believe you should be looking at the society job upgrade. What I mean by that is if you go, once again, to your player customizations and you scroll over to page 6, you're going to see something called Social Network. What Social Network does for you is it increases your weekly society job limit by 2 jobs. The next one is going to be High Society, which increases your allowed weekly society job limit by 3. So the purchase of both of these is going to get you 5 more jobs each week, increasing the total amount of jobs that you can do to 15, which is 50% more than what you start off with. 50% more society jobs means you're working towards getting your gold link or that Strongbox customization deed 50% faster. These 2 player customization upgrades cost $500K and $750K. Reminder, if you're going to purchase these, make sure you do all purchases in doubloons. It's going to cost you 20% less based off of the conversion rate from gold to doubloons. But this right here is arguably, if not number 1, number 2 in my order of priority for player customizations for new players looking to spend some gold. The next thing that I want to talk about when it comes to account upgrading or character upgrades is going to be the Echo system. What an Echo does for you is it allows you to make a copy of your current character, which then saves that build and allows you to drop the skills, raise the skills, and change up your traits so that you can basically create another character within that same character. The cost starts off at 1 million gold and gets increasingly more expensive. So your first one's going to cost 1 million gold. Your second one's going to cost 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, so on and so forth. Reminder, I'm going to say it like 7 times. Always purchase these in dubs. It's the cheapest way. When it comes to echoes, you might be able to get away with saving some money with essence, especially if you have a lot of essence that's been saved up. Then you can purchase an echo with essence, and depending on the market price of skill scrolls, if you can pick up a lot of junk skill scrolls for really cheap, depending on how many you need, that also can be a good way to get an echo. But I would always say do not make any purchases with gold. If you're gonna do it with the echoes. Do it with one of these other 3 types, depending on market prices and values in which you can get it. Dubs is almost always 100% going to be a 20% cheaper option. But back to echoes. So if you look at my character, I have 7 echoes, 8 total builds in one character. So I have my backstabber, I have a bard, I have an archer, tamer, harpooner, multiple builds. If you're starting to find yourself getting established and you want to find something to put some money into, highly suggest getting an Echo. What this does is it allows you to put multiple builds on one character, and it also allows you to start leveling up multiple aspects on one character. Reason why I think this is important is because it keeps all of your aspects on one character, saving you money in the long run. So instead of creating another character, leveling up an aspect on him, leveling up a codex, so on and so forth, you can put all those things on one character, allowing you to put all of your effort into one. You go to farm in a dungeon, you want to swap over to holy aspect really quick because it's going to benefit. You're going to be a little bit more survivable, and you're going to put out some shields for your party. You can do so if you start combining all those aspects into one character. That's why the ecosystem, in my opinion, is something that all new players that are starting to progress and starting to get, past that beginner level into like that mid level, should start looking at getting some echoes so that you can go ahead and enjoy multiple parts of the game on one dedicated character. We just talked about echoes. So the next thing I want to talk about when it comes to character customizations is going to be Jack and Jill. So if you're like me and you started getting some echoes, you obviously want to be able to change those echoes or swap those builds around a little bit faster. It starts off at 12 hours to start, but through the utilization of Jack and Jill and then quick change, you're going to be able to drop that timer down. So the first upgrade, you can upgrade Jack or Jill. It doesn't matter. You can do one or the other. It'll be the same. But it will reduce that cooldown by 50%. So it starts off at 12 hours. You buy Jack of all trades. It'll reduce that cooldown to when you can switch your Echo to 6 hours. And then after that, your second one, when you purchase Jill, it'll drop that. It will drop that cooldown to an hour. And then ultimately, when you get quick change, it'll drop it down to 15 minutes. So I can be playing my backstabber, farming solo. Guild says, hey, we're going to do some bosses. I come back to my house. I swap my Echo. I change some links around. I go farming, do some boss runs with the guild. And then after that, I come back to my house. I Echo back, swap some things around, and go right back out to farming. So that way I'm not stuck playing one build, for the next 12 hours. I can swap every 15 minutes. So, like I said, if you're going to purchase Echoes, this is obviously one of those things that you should, this is one of those customizations you should definitely work towards getting as soon as possible. So we talked about Echoes and we talked about Jack and Jill. Another customization that is offered through the player customizations tab is going to be shelf life. If you've got some extra money to burn and you're working towards your achievement, yes, there is an achievement for spending money for player customizations. One of the ones that I picked up, I only got the one, I didn't get both, but one of the ones I got was shelf life. I have a lot of Echoes, so what I did was I got shelf life. What that allows me to do is have multiple loadouts on my shelf. So if I'm playing my backstabber, I'll set my loadout for my backstabber. And if I know later on we're going to do bosses or something else, I'll go ahead and set whatever loadout for my second Echo or another Echo that I know I'm going to play. That way, when I get done farming on my backstabber, I can come back, restock everything, put it back on my shelf. I can go ahead and change my loadout to my second loadout, quickly grab everything I need to go farming, and then I can go out with my guild and farm without spending time going through the edit loadout button, changing all these numbers around, because some people have diverse builds, right? If you're playing a mage or you're playing a dexter on 2 different builds, the loadouts are very, very different. For me, I have, a dexter loadout and a backstabber loadout, so they're not that much different. But if you have very different builds, then this customization is incredibly useful when it comes to quality of life for reducing the amount of time you have to spend in between farming runs. So if you're looking for something else that's going to complement the Echoes and it's going to complement Jack and Jill, this customization is a great one. It's gonna make your life a lot easier. All right, well, that's going to be it for this video. Today we went over the Strongbox customization deeds, how you get them. We went over Echoes, putting different builds on your character so you can compile all those aspects up. We went over Jack and Jill so you can reduce that Echo cooldown timer. We went over the shelf loadouts, how you can quickly swap those around if you grab that customization. And we went over the society job upgrades so that you can go ahead and work towards those gold links and or Strongbox deeds, 50% faster. I hope this was good information. This is just my priority list. This is, if I could go back and do it again, this is how I would do it. These are the things that I would prioritize. Hopefully it's helpful to you. But yeah, that's it for me. I will see you next time.